On the day of PRRD's birthday, I just want to make it abundantly clear that you are not going to gaslight me or remind me of what I owe the Duterte children, because I don't. None of us voters owe any of the public servants. Yes, we can support them. Yes, we can stand by them. Yes, we can applaud them for the work that they have done that may have affected our lives positively, but we don't owe them. So you're not going to gaslight me into thinking that I owe the Duterte children my support when I don't. That I can change my mind, because you're not going to make me feel bad about no longer supporting the Duterte children because I left my own marriage, somebody that I was married to. I left him without looking back, even only after a year of our marriage. And you're going to make me feel bad about no longer supporting the Duterte children because I think they're stupid, vapid, useless, and incapable of running this country. And now you're going to suggest that Sara and Baste is going to be the running mates in 2028? Yeah, good luck, Philippines. You're not going to make me feel bad. You're not going to gaslight me. I've been gaslit by people that that have allowed to enter my life. I'm not going to be gaslit by strangers. Yes, I remember what I said, and yes, I'm grateful for what they've done in Davao City that has affected my life positively, but I am not in any way indebted to the Duterte children. On the day of PRRD's birthday, I do wish him well. But at the same time, I'm not going to spend today being made to feel bad because I no longer support his children. I support him. I pray for him every single day, even more so today. I feel somber and sad that yes, he's in the ICC instead of enjoying a really good plate of lechon here in the Philippines. But whose fault is that really? You're gonna blame PBBM. But let me remind you, PBBM is no saint. He's not perfect, but he's also not gonna stand by somebody who betrayed him first. And if you think for 1 second that you're gonna gaslight me because I used to speak so well about Sara Duterte, I can change my mind. And I have. And gaslighting me isn't gonna change anything. Gaslighting me is a reminder that you are supporting a stupid candidate who cannot win on her own merit, but instead you have to gaslight those people that no longer support her. Is that really what you plan to do until 2028? Face the music, ladies and gentlemen. She has an impeachment she has to face. And I hope that the Supreme Court doesn't exercise a very grave judicial overreach by not allowing things that should happen on April 14. Because to be honest, if you want to elect a president, she needs to be accountable for things she has actually done with proof. She has to go through the impeachment process, survive it, and maybe she will earn my respect again. But as of this moment, you gaslighting me, reminding me of what I had changed in my life, isn't going to make me feel bad at all. In fact, it's going to make me realize that what I have done is correct. Just like leaving my marriage because it did not serve, enrich, or make me better. You can't gaslight somebody who survived gaslighting. You can't make me feel bad about wanting to change. You can't make me feel bad for insulting my appearance, thinking that I care about it. I don't. Your opinion doesn't matter. Your gaslighting is as pathetic as your attempt to elect an incapable president in 2028, because you think automatically that by electing her, you're gonna bring back a golden era of Rodrigo Duterte. Wake up! It was over the day he stopped being president. It ain't happening again for any of us in this lifetime. Because there will never be another Rodrigo Duterte. So you better enjoy it while he's still alive. But don't for 1 second think that his children will inherit it. Stop painting this fairy tale. It's not gonna happen. You electing her, sure thing. Make her face her impeachment first. Make her face what she needs to face for things she has done with proof. You're gonna gaslight me really now? And I thought you were winnable. You're gonna gaslight me for things I supposedly promised and said. Hello, I got married, remember? And still walked away from that. because I will never sit still in a place where I don't feel like I can trust the person that I either look up to or support. Because people can change their minds. Need I remind you, the three things that are constant in this life is death, change, and taxes. So gaslighting me is actually a pathetic move, to be honest. It is the move of somebody that is supposedly selling a candidate who is incapable. You are too noisy, but yet not busy enough helping the Filipino people where it matters. Really, no. You're expecting me to feel bad. When I look at those interviews and I remember, see, I was grateful. And yes, I promised that I would spend my life serving the Filipino people. But then again, I had a conversation with PRRD in 2023 where he said that politicians come and go, and that includes his own children. That includes him. So it is my choice to stand by him, but refuse to stand by his children. And again, gaslighting me is only going to show your weakness. It is going to highlight what Sara Duterte is not. She's not aspirational. I wouldn't want to be her. I wouldn't want to be at her age where she obviously has to rely on tactics instead of intelligence. I'm not going to stand by a woman who is going to be pushed forward by gaslighting others. No. I want to support a woman, if in fact there is a woman, that will take accountability for her actions. That is not volatile. That will represent the Filipinas who are empowered enough to accept what she can do and she cannot do. That's the thing here, guys. People gaslighting me, but forgetting that even Sara herself have said things in one time and ate in the other. Aren't you gonna remind her of the things that she said na hindi inuuna dapat ang politika? And yet, who that said that she's gonna run for president 2 years before the actual election? We're gonna forget that? We're gonna forget that. Hindi unang-unahin ang pamumulitika. And yet, I am Sara Duterte and I'm running for president in 2028. Duplicitous. And you're gonna gaslight me. You're gonna make me feel better. You're gonna make me feel sorry. You're gonna make me feel worse. I'm not gonna allow that. Not in this lifetime. Stop supporting people when you know you're better than them. Wake up and smell the coffee that you're being sold a lie every single day. There is no next Rodrigo Duterte among his children. He will die the only one of his kind, the greatest of all time. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you focus on the fact that he has entered the last bit of his life. And while I do pray that he dies here in the Philippines, I will choose today to celebrate his life, to celebrate the good that he has done as president, the legacy that he has left behind, if it isn't already destroyed by his own children. Because let me remind you, who blew up the unity team is his own child. The same one that we were supposed to support as president. But who used who exactly? She went to PBBM to be her running mate because she did not want to inherit the legacy of her father. Because she did not want to be president next to him. And now she's using him, isn't she? And you're also blinded to see that because you think automatically that by making her president, it's like he will live on. He won't. He took his abilities, his intelligence, his integrity with him to the ICC by being accountable. And until you can make Sara Duterte be the same, you're not going to get my support ever.
Mga DDS po na hindi pa rin nakaka-realize, si Magno ang patunay na marami ng dating DDS ang namulat na at nakaunawa ng mga maling ginagawa ni Sara Duterte. Agree po ako sa lahat ng sinabi niya maliban sa isa. Agree po ako sa mga sinabi niya patungkol kay Sara Duterte, pero hindi po ako nag-agree dun sa sinabi niya na si Rodrigo Duterte ang greatest president of all time. Yun po yung pagkakaalala ko, no? So siguro up to now hindi pa rin nakikita ni Magno yung mga maling ginawa ni Duterte, yung tatay, at ang mga nakikita lang niya ay yung kay Sara Duterte. Well, at least alam niya na may mga mali at masamang ginawa si Sara Duterte. At lalo po sigurong maraming makakaunawa at mamumulat kapag natuloy po ang impeachment trial. Kapag humarap na si Madriaga, yung mga opisyal ng DepEd at ng OBP, kapag humarap na si Trillanes at kapag nabuksan na po ang mga ebidensya. Masakit man yung mga binitawang salita ni Magno kay Sara Duterte, karamihan naman po doon totoo, mga kababayan. Siya nga na dating umiyak pa para kay Sara Duterte. Ngayon ay talagang nakita natin yung pagkadismaya niya at pagkadisappoint kay Sara Duterte. Ibig sabihin, may nakita po talaga siya at yung mga dating DDS na mga mali at masamang ginawa ni Sara Duterte. Kaya nga po, takot na takot si Sara Duterte ang kampo nila na matuloy yung impeachment trial na iyan. Kaya kahapon, nakita po natin yung balita na pumunta na naman po ng Supreme Court si Sara Duterte para patigilin ang impeachment proceedings sa House of Representatives. Kasi sa April 14 po, haharap na si Madriaga. At hindi po natin alam, no, baka tayo magulantang or kilabutan sa mga isisiwalat niya. At saka yung mga ebidensya na pinasubpina po, no, yung SALN, yung mga tax information, payment ng mag-asawang Duterte Carpio, malalaman po ng publiko. Malalaman po ng publiko kung totoo yung akusasyon ni Senator Trillanes na tumatanggap sila ng limpak-limpak or milyon-milyon pera mula po sa mga D-Lord or D-Lord, mga kababayan. Or sa sindikato, gaya ng Pogo. Galing po yan kay Madriaga, hindi po ba? Malalaman po natin yan. Isa nga po yung katanungan natin, saan kumuha ng 26 million? If I'm not mistaken, 26 million or 36 million, correct me if I'm wrong, na idinonate si Harry Roque kay Sara Duterte. 26 million or 36 million, paki-double check lang po, pero meron pong ganyang balita, no, na nag-donate totoo yan, nag-donate po si Harry Roque kay Sara Duterte ng ganung kalaking halaga ng pera. Saan po yung kinuha ni Harry Roque at bakit hindi niya maipaliwanag yan? Bakit hindi siya bumalik dito sa Pilipinas para harapin ang mga kaso niya? No? So mga kababayan, ginagawa po lahat ni Sara Duterte ang pwede niyang gawin para hindi matuloy yung impeachment trial. Pero at the same time, sinasabi niya na prepared siya, matapang siya, palaban siya. Sila, yun ang projection ng mga DDS kay Sara Duterte. Pero yung mga kinikilos niya, yung mga ginagawa niya, puro pagpapakita ng kaduwagan at pagkatakot. Kaya lahat po talaga ng pwede nilang gawin, ginagawa para hindi matuloy ang impeachment trial na yan. Ano ba ang kinakatakot nila? Simple lang naman mga kababayan. Nakita na po nila Magno at ng iba pang mga DDS ang mali kay Sara Duterte. Ngayon, iiwanan ko po sa inyo ito. Kung ikaw walang kinakatakot at kung wala kang bahong itinatago, bakit hindi ka humarap sa impeachment trial, Sara Duterte? Bakit lagi mo nalang pinipigilan ito? Kung hindi ka tumanggap ng pera mula sa D-Lord or sa mga sindikato or sa mga illegal na pasugalan sa Pogo, at kung hindi nyo binulsa o ninakaw ang mga confidential fund at pondo ng DepEd at OBP, bakit hindi mo nalang harapin? Bakit hindi ka nalang maging accountable at answerable sa mga Pilipino? Bakit hindi mo patunayan sa mga Pilipino na inosente ka sa mga akusasyon laban sa iyo? Bakit kailangan mong i-deprive ang mga Pilipino ng chance or karapatan na malaman ng totoo? And at the same time, gusto mong tumakbo sa pagkapangulo? Pero ngayon pa lang, hindi ka na accountable. Hindi ka na sumasagot sa mga Pilipino. Hindi mo na pinapatunayan sa mga Pilipino na mali ang akusasyon sa iyo at inosente ka. Buti pa nga si De Lima kahit ginipit siya ng halos 7 taon, hinarap niya, nilabanan niya, pinatunayan niya sa mga Pilipino na siya ay inosente. Kaya naman bumalik yung tawala ng mga Pilipino kay De Lima. Ipinanalo siya ulit nung nakaraang eleksyon. Yung mga panatiko at bulag na DDS lamang ang patuloy pa rin na naniniwala sa kasinungalingan laban kay De Lima. At yung mga panatikong DDS, bulag na DDS lamang ang patuloy pa rin naniniwala sa kasinungalingan ng kampo ng mga puon nila sa mga panlilinlang ng kanilang mga iniidolong politiko. Mga kababayan, maging matalino po tayo. Huwag po tayong magpauto, magpalinlang. Magpursige po tayong malaman natin ang totoo. Hindi pwedeng kampihan na naman ng Supreme Court si Sara Duterte dito para hindi matuloy ang impeachment trial. Kailangan tayong mga Pilipino umasunod. Kasi at the end of the day, kapag natuloy ang impeachment trial na yan, kapag napatunayang inosente si Sara, baka dumami pa ang kanyang supporter at alam niyo yun, maniniwala na sa kanya ang mga tao. Pero paano kung hindi matuloy ang impeachment trial na iyan, tapos guilty pala siya? Talo po tayong mga Pilipino, kawawa tayong mga Pilipino. Tapos manalo siya sa 2028? Para ano? Para gawin na naman niya kung ano yung mga ginawa niya? Hindi po ba mga kababayan? Hindi pwedeng manalo or maluklok sa kahit anong posisyon ang mga taong hindi accountable at hindi sumasagot sa mga Pilipino sa mga sandamakmak na katiwalian na issue na ipinupukol sa kanila na may mga ebidensya at basehan naman mga kababayan. Huwag po tayong pumayag na kampihan na naman ng Supreme Court si Sara Duterte dahil tayo po ang mapapagkaitan na malaman ng katotohanan. Salamat po sa panonood.